Hansel and Gretel, a fairy tale favorite, illustrated by John Patience. There was once a poor woodcutter and his wife who had two children named Hansel and Gretel. One day the woodcutter's wife said to him, "Husband, we have no money left and soon we all will starve to death. There's only one thing to do. Take the children into the forest and leave them there. Perhaps they can live off the wild berries." The next day, with a heavy heart, the woodcutter led his children into the forest. But as they walked, Hansel crumbled up a piece of bread to leave a trail of crumbs so that he and his sister could follow it back home again. The forest grew dark and the children fell asleep. The next morning they woke up eager to follow Hansel's trail, but the hungry birds of the forest had eaten all the crumbs. The children were completely lost. They wandered and wandered through the forest. At last they saw a beautiful little cottage. It was made of candy and cake and all good things to eat. The children began to eat the sweet food. Then the door creaked open and an old woman came out. "Welcome, children," she said. "Come inside and have your breakfast." But the old woman was really a wicked witch. As soon as the children stepped in her cottage, she grabbed Hansel and locked him in a cage. Then she put Gretel to work, cleaning and sweeping. Every day the witch came to the cage and said, "Hansel, put out your finger so that I may feel if you are fat enough to eat." But the witch was nearsighted. Hansel tricked her by holding out a thin chicken bone instead of his finger. After a month, the witch would wait no longer. "Light the fire under the oven," she told Gretel. "I'll eat him now, thin as he is." "Is the oven hot yet?" screeched the witch impatiently. "How can I tell?" asked Gretel, pretending not to know. "You stupid child," cried the witch. "I'll show you. Watch me." She opened the oven door and bent down to feel the heat. In an instant, Gretel pushed the witch into the oven. That was the end of her, and a good thing too. Gretel found the witch's keys. She hurried to unlock Hansel's cage. "Hurry, we're free," cried Hansel, leaping to the ground. "Let's help ourselves to the wicked witch's treasure." The children filled a sack with gold and precious stones and set off through the forest, guided by a swallow who was sorry for helping to eat Hansel's crumb trail. They soon found their way back home. The woodcutter and his wife were overjoyed to see their children again. The treasures made them rich, and they never went hungry again. Thank you for reading along with me today. Remember to like and subscribe. You are never too old, too wacky, too wild to pick up a book and read to a child. Dr. Seuss.